Hello guys, welcome to your favorite YouTube channel Divine Institute A Path of Success. I am Firoz Ahmad. If you are on the channel to the first time, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you will get regular notification of our videos. Today I will discuss most important question of English pedagogy and language, whose important of CTET, UPTET and STET. In this video, please must watch beginning to end. Please come to the question number first. A teacher divides her class into groups of 4 and read out a text of about 6 sentences. Learners listen to and jot down important word and phrase. The teacher reads out the text and second time, then learners discuss in group the jotted down words and recreate the text nearer to the one read out by the teacher. What is the task known as? The question is very big. Come to the options. Option A, mutual dictation. Option B, punctuation dictation. Option C, real dictation. Option D, composition dictation. Here option D is the right answer. Composition dictation. Composition dictation is the experiment with the transcription of spoken text in the hope that by doing so they will be nearer the goal of helping their student to write compositions one kind or another with as few mistakes as possible. I hope you understood this answer. Question number 2. Intensive reading refers to. Intensive reading refers to option A, reading a text for pleasure, reading a text for editing, reading a text for someone else. Option D, reading a text for detailed information. Here option A is the right answer. Intensive reading involves learners reading in detail with specific learning aim and tasks. The readers read in the text focusing on the new vocabulary, grammatical forms, the purpose of the author and the problems of the text. I hope you understood this answer. Option D is the right answer. Come to the question number 3. Knowing a word means. Knowing a word means. Option A, how the word is spelled. Who speaks the word? Option C, to know to write the word. Option D, how, where and when it is used. Knowing a word means how, where and when it is used. Then option number D is the right answer. Come to the question number 4. Which typology of question does the following question belong to? Imagine you are the narrator of the story. Write an entry in your diary about your experiences in about 100 words. Once more listen. Imagine you are the narrator of the story. Write an entry in your diary about your experiences in about 100 words. Here I have 4 options. Inferential question, close question, extrapolative question, informative question. Here option number C, extrapolative question is the right answer. When you make an extrapolations, you take facts and observations about a present or known situation and use them to make prediction about what might eventually happen. I hope you will understood. I explain one more. When you make an extrapolation, you take facts and observation about a parent or known situation and use them to make prediction about what might eventually happens. Come to the question number 5. Poetry teaching is. Here I have 4 options. To learn poetic devices. Option B, for enjoyment and appreciation. Option C, to write a critical commentary. Option D, to learn word and phrase. Before I take one question, last video, same, I hope you understood what is the answer. Here option B is the right answer. Poetry teaching is taught basically for enjoyment and appreciation. It lies in its ability to bring a fresh sense of life to language. It communicates thought, sounds as well as sight and words. Its magic by tone as well by engaging the eye. Means poetry teaching is a taught basically for enjoyment and appreciation. Hence option B is the right answer. Come to the question number 6. Learning outcomes aim at. Learning outcomes aim at. Here I have 4 options. Option A, achieving maximum level of learning. Achieving minimum level of learning. Option C, ensuring all the competencies and are acquired by learners. Option D, output oriented learning. Learning outcomes aim at ensuring all the competencies are acquired by learners. Here option number C is the right. Basically, learning outcomes are statements that describe that knowledge or skills students should acquire by the end of the particular assignment, class and courses. Listen one more, I explain one more time. Basically, learning outcomes are statements that describe the knowledge or skill students should acquire by the end of a particular assignment, class and courses. I hope you understood. Hence option C is the right answer. Come to the question number 7. A teacher bring a newspaper to her class at students and ask them to find some advertisement. She then asks them to list out how advertisements are designed and what an advertisement on 10. What is the newspaper here? Have 4 options. An instrument of language learning, a technique of language learning. Option C, materials for language learning. Option D for reading. Here option C, materials for language learning. In language learning, if a teacher uses newspaper, paper cutting, extra things like dummy of animals, maps, etc., it all comes under the materials and language learning. It all comes under the materials and the language learning. I explain one more. If any teacher use newspaper, paper cutting, extra things like dummy of animals, maps, etc., it all comes under the materials of language learning. I hope you will understood. So come to the question number C. Question number 8. Hence option C is the right answer. NCF 2005 National Curriculum Framework 2005 assigns supplementary and complementary rules to English language. This means that NCF 2005 National Curriculum Framework 2005 assigns supplementary and complementary rules to English language. This means that here I have 4 options. English language teaching has nothing to do with teaching learning of other language. Option B, English language teaching is a hindrance to learning of other language. Option C, English language teaching violates the mother tongue based language education. English language teaching should support learning of other language and subjects. NCF 2005 assigned supplementary and complementary rules to English language means that English language teaching violates the mother tongue based language education. Best language education. Here option C is the right answer. I explain once more. NCF 2005 assigned supplementary and complementary roles to English language means that English language teaching should support learning of other language and subject. So hence option C is the right answer. Come to the next question. A reader uses her prior knowledge, makes semantic cues and syntactic cues, then move to other more specific information. What model of reading the reader here adopts? Have four options: top-down model, interactive model, whole language model, option D, bottom-up model. Here option is the right answer. In top-down model, a reader receives knowledge from an instructor. A teacher receives, a reader receives knowledge from an instructor, then tests his prior knowledge, makes semantic cues and syntactic cues, then moves to other more specific information. Here option is the right answer. Come to the question number 10. Drilling is a teaching learning technique or a strategy in. Drilling is a teaching learning technique or a strategy in. Have four options: structuralism, communicative learning teaching, lexical approach, constructive language teaching. Drilling is a teaching learning technique or a strategy in. Structuralism. Structuralism. Option is the right answer. Structuralism is linguistic asserts the idea that all of parts of teaching, learning, or strategy for English are interwoven, and because they are all interrelated, then don't have the same meaning when in isolation. I hope you will understood. I explain one more. Structuralism in linguistic assert the idea that all of the parts of teaching, learning, and strategy for English are interwoven, and because they are all interrelated, they don't have the same meaning when it isolated. I hope you will understood. Come to the question number 11. Which of the following statement is true of language learning? Which of the following statement is true of language learning? Here I have four options. First language support the learning of second language. Option B, language learning has nothing to do with content learning. Every language is different and learning of language is also discrete. First language interferes in the learning of second language. Here option is the right answer. First language support the learning of second language. Which the following is the statement is true. Language learning is broadly defined as developing the ability to communicate in the second or foreign language target language for instruction, including the teaching of the languages of a non-native speakers, where the target language is normally used as the language instruction. Hence option is the right answer. Come to the question number 12. Multilingualism as a resource in education am at. Here I have four options. Making learners learn as many languages as possible, using classical language for teaching learning, enabling to learn English language for jobs and mother tongue for culture. Four options. Making use of language of learners for teaching learning. Here option number D is the right answer. Multilingualism as a resource in education aim at making use of language of learners for teaching learning. If practices in education include the creation and appreciation of culture awareness as academic and educational work. value, enhance creativity, adjustment in society, and appreciation of local language. So I hope you understood. Hence, option number is the right answer. Come to the question number 13. A teacher asks her learners to collect words or phrases on various aspects they see and notice in their markets and streets. Later, the learners write the word and phrase according to the category and discuss them in the class. What is the practice known as? Have four options: genre-based word, active vocabulary, thematic vocabulary learning, topic word learning. If a teacher asks learners to collect word or phrase from their locality or surrounding and later tells them the category of these word and its importance, the practice known as thematic vocabulary learning. I hope you will understood. I explain one more. If a teacher asks learners to collect word or phrase from their locality or surrounding and later tells them to categorize these word and its importance, this practice known as the thematic vocabulary learning. Hence, option C is the right answer. Come to the question number 14. What does CLIL stand for? What does CLIL stand for? Have four options: content and language based interesting learning. Option B, content and language integrated learning. Option C, context for language integrated learning. Option D, content language interlearning. CLIL means content and language integrated learning. Option B is the right answer. Come to the question number 15. Which of the following statement is correct? Receptive vocabulary are words we recognize when we hear or see, and productive vocabulary are words we speak or write. I hope this one true. I will see another options. Receptive vocabulary are words we discuss with people, and productive vocabulary are words in written text. This one wrong. Words from other language are receptive vocabulary, and words from native language are productive vocabulary. This one wrong. Receptive vocabulary is word we speak and productive vocabulary is word we hear. This one wrong also. Hence, option number is the right. Receptive vocabularies are word we recognize when we hear or see, and productive vocabulary are word we speak or write. Here option number is the right answer. Guys, I hope our video will like. If you like, then share, comment. If you follow, find all type of PDF files, then follow my Telegram channel, write TME @Divine Institute. Divine Institute. You find all types of PDF for all competitive exams. So I request to you, you follow our Telenor channel. Thank you so much.